It is a very special day. Today marks the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. 70 years as the monarch, the country is celebrating, and here on the Swatch 150 channel, we have a very appropriate watch to unbox and discover together. In here, I have the Swatch How Majestic. Now, How Majestic launched earlier this year in line with the celebrations. The Queen ascended to the throne back in February 1952. The coronation took place on the 2nd of June 1953, and here we are in 2022 to take a look at this rather fun item that Swatch released. And I'm led to believe the Queen actually has a few of these herself. So the model code of this, before we unbox it, is GZ711, Golf Zulu 711. The G represents the originals in gent style, which is the slightly smaller style than I normally go for, the new gent. The Z represents specials, and the numbers start from 700 if it's one that contains the day date. Now, this doesn't actually have the date, but it does have quite a fun rotating display. So let's get this opened up. The initial exterior cardboard box reveals a rather fun presentation within. And this is what I always like about Swatch, is sometimes the packaging. And as you know from the others in my collection, this is a pretty appropriate nod to the Queen to have the guard there with the fairly famous outfit and suit as well. But if we open this up, slide it out, it reveals the watch within that we are here today to discover. This is often the way they are presented. As I said, it is the gent style, so slightly smaller. It is finished with the white strap and the casing, but it's all about the dial and the watch face. So let me just pop this out so we can have a closer look at the watch itself. Pop the packaging to the side, which has that nice almost mirrored chrome backing, but this is How Majestic. And like I said, they were in quite short supply. It was hard to get a hold of this, but they have hugely ramped up the numbers considering the celebrations, especially here in the UK. If I just pull off the film over the face, I tend to keep that on the watches within my collection just to make sure they don't get damaged in packaging or anything. But you will notice at the 3 o'clock position, we have a graphic of the Queen. And the fun thing about this is that the colors change. As it goes through the clock, the background colors of the watch actually do change because the Queen is fairly famed for her rather bright and colorful outfits. Now, I've been to a few events in the past, like Royal Ascot, for example, where I've seen the Queen wearing some of her famed dresses of different types. And even there are a few more details to this as well. You have the corgi chilling just down at her feet. She's wearing a hat, and also on the case itself, on the acrylic glass we could say over the top, is the handbag with a few flowers and other things also. So some small details along with the gold touches for the hands, the hours, the minute and the seconds, the crown as well, and the Swatch logo with the crown right above it, all set against the satin white that you have both for the strap, also for the clasp and the other details. And similarly towards the rear, of course, back there you have the battery opening cover as well. So this is a really nice nod to the Queen, to her time as monarch. 70 years and going strong, hard to believe, absolutely crazy, and hence why the country has been celebrating, obviously, this, achievement quite literally. But yes, I think that's a pretty nice nod and ties in with so many of the other Swatch watches that I've shown and will show on the channel, alongside all of the other watch content we're going to be exploring here on Swatch 150. So I'm proud to have managed to pick one of these up. It's a really exciting day. Yeah, there we have it, the Swatch How Majestic.